just two thoughts. I think that filmmakers, want to be recognized and obviously want their films to be accepted to the most important film festivals. Unfortunately, in the past, I'm speaking about the film days, before digital days, when, for example, I had a film in Venice. At that time, there were 400 films submitted. Now it's over 3,000 films are submitted. But still, if you want to your film be accepted to Venice, you know that out of the 18 films in competition, there is one Woody Allen, and there is one, this famous director, and Kim Ki-duk, and this, and so on. And then there are 3 slots which they give to newcomers. So I'm saying it's very difficult. And so obviously, with the revolution of the digital films, the hope is that there will be other very important festivals which will become, where people say, like Sundance became, or Tribeca, and other festivals, so that filmmakers, will have more places, like you said, and, special niche, people are interested to see gay films, will go to certain festivals, or people want to see experimental abstract films, will have their festivals. Okay. I want to say something else which comes from my point of view, last thought about the importance of this thing of commercial and the business and the bazaar. Look, many festivals in the world don't have a bazaar section, and don't have a section. Let's say in Israel there's the IFFI Film Festival, and many festivals in the world, in small places, they don't have a bazaar, they have a good festival.
Going by the topic itself, right, the relevance and need of film festivals in an ecosystem. Now, if you turn around the ecosystem and say there's now no films being made, then does film festivals and other venues is needed, right? So the human beings are prone to telling stories. We just tell stories, so there is creation of films. So I think alternatively it comes down to the mission of these festivals. Because now a lot of festivals have become businesses. They take thousands of entrances and then select only few and then curate it, but they're very happy. But the mission of a good film festival is, what does this audience, my audience, need and want to see?
What's really interesting to me is there's become a lot, like you said, very specialized festivals. There's horror festivals, there's Comic-Cons, there's for different types of genre, there's different specialized festivals. For me, I like all kinds of flavors. I'm not just a one flavor gal. So I prefer to go to a festival where I can see a broad spectrum of films, and that's what's really interesting to me. So I'm kind of torn between the two. Of course, if I'm producing a film, I want to get it into a festival where it has the best chance and the best hope. I've been very fortunate that one of my films actually did make it to Cannes. It was a dream of a lifetime for me, but it wasn't in the Cannes official selection. It was because Kodak invited me for cinematography, because I had very unique cinematography in my film. I shot Super 16 and did some chemical bypass system. So it won awards in a totally separate thing. It was a specialized part of a bigger festival. And I think this is where young filmmakers, especially for me, that was 18 years ago, that was a real boost on my career, to be invited for that little special thing. So I think we can't just draw these lines and say, this line has to come here and this line has to go there, because life is a lot of different flavors. And I think this conversation is good, because we're experimenting with what works, what doesn't work, and there is no right and there is no wrong, because we all have something different that we like. For me, the important part of the festival is the networking and meeting other people and hearing their stories, because we're storytellers. I can watch the film anytime, but I want to see the filmmaker talk about how he made the film. I want to see the actor talk about their experience, learning that they're getting into that character, because those are the things that are interesting for me. I like to watch a film in my own little bubble, so I don't care if I see it with 100 people or 1,000 people, but what's important to me is the interaction that goes around that. So, you know, I think we all have different ideas, and that's why we have so many different kinds of movies.
Second, Somit Harsh, Festival Director, 2020, Rajasthan International Film Festival. Then we have Tibetan-born, brought up in India, and moved to Los Angeles, the strange how title, filmmaker from India and USA. Then we have Mr. Don Goldman, Israeli filmmaker, internationally acclaimed. Then we have Mr. Prakash Mangu, Director of National Film Market from India. And we have Mr. Premendra Mazumdar, Secretary of Asia Pacific, International Federation of Film Society Vice President. Then we have Artistic Director, International Film Festival 2020. Then we have Mariano, the curator for Russian travel on IFFI 50/50. Thanks to all the filmmakers, festival directors, curators are on the platform. Now we have Mr. Prakash Shetty, the Secretary General for the FFSI, to go on the stage. Now I recommend a festival moment in Andhra Pradesh in southern region. A small token of appreciation to Mr. Prakash.
I thank